All right, so we're in a plantation down here in South Georgia. There's about 400 acres here that we're fixing to run a trap line on, or we're currently running a trap line on it. We've done got 21 sets in. First check, we didn't have anything. We're fixing to throw in all these DPs right there, which is about 40 of them. And then we're gonna, some of our sets we're fixing to go back and just add some side appeal to the sets, kind of like this one right here. We're just gonna take that skull and gonna put some lure in it, and actually gonna stake that bad boy down, that way they can't run off with it, and hopefully pick one up. Now we have used other bones and stuff like that before, but I just happened to run across one of my old boneyards and thought that that would be a pretty good side appeal thing. We're gonna put in a big flashy set right here, big cat set. We'll probably put a flag up right here, and probably gonna wind up putting a urine post set right over there by that stump right there, and that'll put us with 24 sets in here on 400 acres. I think that's plenty. That's probably might be a little too much, but I don't want to get no more than that for sure. But I have put in sets before, just added them after I thought I had plenty in, just added a couple more, and really didn't need them, I didn't think, but those are the ones that wound up catching. So you just kind of got to go by your gut feeling, I guess. Of course, you got to go by sign and all that too, obviously, but got plenty of sign. There's tracks, you can't see them out here now, but there was a few tracks right here. Probably don't run them over. Right there's one. So I mean, there's sign here. Coyotes coming through, but this same coyote, y'all, it doesn't take coyotes. There's another 7,000 acre tract that we trap on the other side of this property over here, and I promise you, it doesn't take coyotes very long to get from one side to the other side of that thing, especially if they've got something in mind that they're going after. They'll strike out doing their little trot, the coyote trot, and they won't stop until they get wherever they're going. So get out of that, get back in that buggy. But anyway, we're gonna throw in a dirt hole set right here. This is the way we do them now. We use gloves mainly just to protect our hands. There's a lot of prickly pears out here. We're in very South Georgia down here. If you go that way, you'll run into Florida in no time. But what we're using is a MB 550 full coil. These not offset. These traps aren't offset. I don't like offset traps. I won't go into that, but I don't care for them. So we're gonna try to get this bad boy set. I can tell you what, going from them 2 coils to the 4 coils is pretty rank. But I like the way them 4 coils catch. They ain't gonna be getting out of that. If they get out, they leave me a body part most of the time. I like these MB 550s. They set good. They bed really good. If you're looking for a really good hammer, Freedom brand. Don't pay me one bit, but this thing here's got several years of use out of it. It's heavy, so if you're a little bit on the weak side, you may not want that. You may want to stick with the lighter ones that tear up. This right here, never had an issue. The handles do sometimes come off, but I can't complain with that for as long as I've had this hammer. Now remember, when doing a dirt hole set, you want it to look like a coyote's done it, or a fox or something like that. They're not gonna have a big giant pan out here. Let me see, make sure y'all get visual. Yeah. They're not gonna have a big giant trap bed out here, you know, or 9 inches or whatever. Most of the time they're gonna dig in right here and they'll be standing right here. So you gotta keep it tight. This dirt's so powdery, really ain't even got to worry with that too much. Or bedding it. We got a Pit 19B spring. I like these springs. If you're going to use springs, to me these right here are some of the best. They're just easy to hook up, and the T-bars on the J.C. Connor ones just seem to be a little bit on the bulky side for me. I don't care for them. But and then they got the Pit 19 spring, which works real good. You just don't have that easy access of hooking your chain up. Now what we do, I went in a previous video, is we make 5 links of chain, put a spring in, and then we got a 14-inch super stake. We don't need that extra 4 inches most of the time when we're down here where we're trapping at. You can see it's pretty hard right here, and I'm not going to drive that whole 14 inches in the ground either. If it was soft, all I would do is keep driving until my spring went in the ground. But I'd want that spring in the ground too. Just want to bed that, make sure that doesn't move. Spring's going to be a little bit in the way. And now we're just going to sift over that. Now this is a dirt hole, 4-coil trap, so you ain't got to be just real particular about how much dirt you put over it. You don't want to just cover it up, but there's probably about 1/2 inch of dirt on here. Supposed to be getting some rain. That water's gonna run right off down in that hole. Now, we use a 3-inch auger, and I like to go to the bottom. All right, let me get my anchor for my we're gonna anchor this in. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna run this through there, through the bridge of the nose, come down, and then back through. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna provide an anchor for this thing, because a lot of times in coyotes, they just want to roll on stuff. They're not trying to get it out to eat it. If that's just laid there and stayed, you know, not anchored, they could be over there trying to work on it, and that's not really what you want. The way it's gone through there is, I mean, he could pick it up and move it a little bit, but he's not gonna run off with it. When I get through, he's not gonna move it much at all. You want that thing to get snug, but you don't want to break it. Now get your favorite lure that you like to use. Mine is one my lures. It's called Instigator. And all I'll do, give me a little bit. Don't really need that much of it. About that size right there. And then I'll just put it in that skull over there. I'll even leave the stick right there. Instigator is a product we make. I hadn't even made no labels for it yet, but it works. Been working really good. It's kind of got a sweet rotteny smell. I really like it. Animals seem to like it pretty good too. But that's about it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to find the edge of this thing, and because it's 4-coiled, I'm gonna push this thing right up there to that. Like that right there. But yet I still want to keep this about a 1/2, 3/8. Something like that. Then we're going to take a little bit of bait. Now what I like to use in the summertime is some of this mice bait. Anything mice base will be good. That's spiked mice from Southern Snares, and we also have just regular mice. This No BS Lures Lethal Injections is real good. This RK Predators Plus is really good. What else we got here? I don't know what this is, but it's castor based. Looks like a chunk of castor in some oil is what it looks like. I'll even put some of that. This does work now, whatever this stuff is. I don't know what it, I can't remember them. It's I don't know. But that's the set. I may even take this stick right here, put like that or like this. It really doesn't matter. I wouldn't stick it too much though. I wouldn't put too much stuff up there. But they'll come in, they'll see that skull there. That'll be just what they're looking for. They'll go right in that channel right there and investigate that spike mice. We get a little bit of rain tonight, you can kind of see it building up, which I love for it to rain. You can see it building up back in there. Get a little rain right on top of our set right here. That will be like the best thing ever. I don't want 3 inches, but a good 1/2 to 1 inch. It's not gonna hurt the set at all. That's the reason we use polyfill under that pan. As long as you got something under that pan, ain't nothing getting under that pan. That's what I like. Anyway. All right, right here's our coyote in the set we just made the other day. This is the first coyote on this property. You better stay in that truck. And we've caught a possum, a coon, and a coyote today. So there's that MB554 coil, smashed up good. I'll go ahead and take care of him. Stay. Get back in this buggy. Come here. Get in here. Get in there. I said get in that buggy. Stay. heart. They don't take them long to expire, and they don't get blood everywhere. You're hauling them coyotes around. Get it, you better stay. But anyway, this is like I said, our first coyote, and we're gonna see about catching. I think it's a female. I'm not sure yet though. Yeah, she ain't had no pups. Anyway, we're going to probably make a couple other sets right here. Yep, that's a good deal. All right, right here's the set we put in with the skull and all. The skull's gone. I've got me a new skull, fixing to put it in. Obviously there was a, well, it got chewed up. Right here's part of the other one. So I thought it was gone, but it just got chewed up and probably pieces laying everywhere. But anyway, we're fixing to put this set back pretty much just like it was. Full coil, MB 550. Its first catch. Again, we're gonna put polyfill under the pan. The reason we like to use polyfill, I'm a firm believer if there's something already under the pan, then there ain't nothing getting under the pan. Always remember, keep it tight. Make it look like a coyote dug it. Probably don't need to sift this because it's already so fine. Gonna stake this skull down too. Chewed and busted that other one all up. Again, all we're gonna do is go through. Well, can't go through there. Just go around the eyes, back in. Cider peel works really good if you got stuff to use. I don't know how many times they've seen how many times they've seen a beaver skull, but they see bone all the time. Just gotta be careful not to, you want it snug, you want it tight, but you don't want it to be a problem as far as busting it. We're going to use our insurrection this time. We're going to put it in the back of the skull. There's a cerebral column back there or something like that. I'm going to have to have a stick. This stuff right here is real good stuff. Also, the first one we used our product, which was Instigator. That's some good stuff right now. That's it. There's already plenty of scent here. Some coyote poo. I don't see any more. We had I don't remember if it was just mice. I'd have to look back. I got it on the phone right there, but I'm videoing with it. So we'll go back with mice bait again. Now I like to smear it down there, put some in the bottom, and then smear the rest of it right about as far as that fork will reach and in the bottom of the hole. But anyway, that's a wrap on that. We got a big male to catch. I think this one right here. I'll post a picture of the one that I think this is, and we'll just go from there. But that's the remake. Plenty of scent here, and no need to really do a whole lot. You do want to get the critter over there to the hole, so that's the reason to put that in there. But that's a wrap. Oh, we got us a cat right here. I'm fixing to get it out. Had this log right here for a backing, and I don't think we had a skull here. I have to go back and look, but pretty sure we didn't. Anyway, we're fixing to dispatch him. All right, this is the cat set. We're fixing to remake it right quick. This set did not have a skull in it, but I'm gonna put one. I'm looking for my bait, which I don't see. This is this trap's first catch. I like to give it a dirt bath. Polyfill right back. There's so much scent here already, it ain't gonna really matter. sure that it doesn't move. Again, this dirt's so fine down here that probably don't need this. Better keep all them roots and stuff out of your seed. We're gonna go with this Arcase Predator Plus, or Predator Plus. All right, there's some good stuff right there. Again, I like to just drop it down there in the hole. Get another anchor. Now, if you don't want to anchor these, you by no means have to, but I like anchoring them because it just keeps the animal here. Most animals grab that skull, run off with it, roll on it, roll in it. You'll be without part of your set with no catch. I just think they give some good side appeal. Cats or coons, it don't matter. I mean, cats or coyotes, really don't matter. This right here is Insurrection. This right here will go in that spinal pocket right back there and just leave the stick in it. And that's it. I won't put no urine, no nothing here. We had some urine here, some cat urine. Squirted up there on that post. That was it. Well, off to the next one.